If you know him, he's about his bread. In today's video, we're gonna talk about Wiz Khalifa and Logan Paul, and especially about the Maverick denying a big chunk of money from the rapper in question. Spoiler alert, it was an MMA fight offer. Imagine being so wealthy that $1 million is less for you. He's really doing it different, no? So what are you waiting for? Keep watching and let's dive right into it. First things first, the $1 million turned down. Recently on his impulsive podcast, Logan Paul turned down a fight offer from the famous rapper, and not just any fight offer, it was an MMA fight, and Wiz Khalifa was ready to get in the game. And again, not just any fight offer, a $1 million offer. Anyway, the YouTuber slash WWE star slash Pokemon card collector claims he'll need more than $1 million to get into the ring, and then declined Wiz Khalifa's invitation to join the PFL's MMA division. Logan Paul was at the forefront of events when YouTuber boxing competitions gained enormous popularity in 2018. Wait, no, let us rephrase that. Logan Paul started the YouTube boxing thing along with KSI. And since then, after getting into further fights, he sorta has been experimenting in combat sports, even though he hasn't been fighting as frequently as his brother Jake, who by the way is 6 fights undefeated, or even his prime drink business partner KSI. The Maverick has made an impression in his first year with the WWE, earning a world championship chance back in early November in Saudi Arabia. He has, however, always been open to the possibility of participating in mixed martial arts and going back to his true wrestling origins. Dana White stated that he is not currently close to arranging a fight for him, but there are other alternatives which might put his ambition of competing in the UFC on hold. Logan, though, isn't cutting corners. Let's look more into it. The suggestion of Logan participating in the MMA promotion known as the Professional Fight League, or PFL, was swiftly responded to by the host, who said that he was gonna need more than that. The PFL, unlike the UFC, has a seasons-based structure, with winners receiving big awards. Emphasis on the big. Now look, one is a pretty hefty reward at the end of the season. Wonder what we could do in $1 million, but the prize wasn't too big for the Maverick. To him, it would be too much effort for him just for $1 million. But it's not his only chance to compete in MMA. Bellator has often stated that they are open to the Pauls being involved at some time, but it's unclear whether they will ever take Bellator up on that offer. Moving on, the rapper is more ready than ever. Wiz Khalifa has frequently shown fans peeks at his mixed martial arts practice. The rapper recently told Logan Paul how he first became interested in the sport, as he stated that he's been training for almost 5 years now. He also stated that he does it because it's enjoyable and it was new to him when he started. Well, he also added that it may have been because of a change in time, and as he got older, his body kept telling him what would be his thing and what not. Coming towards Wiz, walking us through it. Wiz also described his introduction to mixed martial arts training, saying he began weight training when he saw Unbreakable with Jay Glazer, and they just placed him on this regimen. He said he was more than sure he was up for anything, whether it be learning jiu-jitsu, wrestling, hitting, or literally anything else anybody would be willing to teach him. When asked if he could imagine himself engaging in a professional fight, the rapper remained secretive, saying that anything may happen in the future. Regan Machado, an 8th degree coral belt, has been training Khalifa for a while now. If the name sounds familiar to you, Machado was among the first to teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the United States and is the nephew of Carlos Gracie, one of the sport's founders. What else? Wiz Khalifa discusses his opinions about being struck in MMA. Although Wiz Khalifa has never competed in a professional fight, he mentioned that he sparred with champions. The rapper talked about getting struck while in training sessions. He said that even though he didn't really mind it, he was sure he wouldn't enjoy it. He said that he also gets angry but only utilizes it to motivate himself to improve. It's like, oh yeah, now we gotta equalize the hit. No? People who fight gotta relate, and we think you do. Wiz said that it was ironic of him as he hated playing football because he'd get hit, but he doesn't mind that when it's literally intentional. While many famous people have taken up boxing, not many are ready to participate in mixed martial arts. If Khalifa did so, there would probably be a lot of interest in the match. Only time will tell. Now that we're walking along the line of Paul in MMA, let's see who's put him on his hit list. Since becoming much closer with his employer, Dana White, who most likely pushed him to embrace the baddie persona, Paddy Pimblett has been creating enemies left and right. That too, especially after his controversial win at the UFC 282. After recently getting into a spat about payment for an interview with a noted journalist who exposed him for lying and had the evidence to back it up, Paddy is now on another issue and has yet to resolve the first. He is prodding the bear this time by attacking Logan Paul's company directly, specifically his Prime energy drink, a suspiciously similar beverage named Body Fuel with strikingly similar colors and branding, was promoted in a video by Pimblett where he compares his drink to Logan Paul's in the video, spreading false facts to support his brand. And you already know it, Logan was not having any of it, and he even threatened to sue Pimblett. Not only did he have a lot to say, Logan also also gave the example of another energy drink that his followers promptly eliminated by notifying the producers of it in a cease and desist letter. It is very clear that Paddy Pimblett is letting his agent make the choices, which keeps him in hot water with the wrong crowd. Not to forget Paul's threat to Pimblett. Recently on an episode of Impulsive, Logan talked about Paddy's video, saying that not only did the clip receive many L's, it was a very humiliating video. And not just that, he said that being connected to a knockoff beverage company was the biggest L. And although it resembled Prime in many ways, the formula they utilized to make the drink have fewer calories because of less sugar mainly seems to be the sticking point. Logan continued with more L's, saying that Paddy created a comparison video like the ones Logan produced and he lied on it. Now, if you haven't watched the video, let us tell you something funny. At one point in the clip, Paddy was trying to showcase Prime 2's grams of sugar, and when he said the amount of sugar, it was definitely not 2 grams. And when Logan talked about this, he was angry, but in a way where he was making fun of Paddy for being kinda stupid. Paul added that he could theoretically sue the F out of Paddy for the whole sugar disinformation. And to be fair, according to Logan, the whole thing portrayed Paddy as a cheap sellout. Let's see more from Logan. He continued to compare and said that nobody was gonna buy that drink. If you look at it, Paddy also advertised Prime in the same video. Logan said that people will still like it better. He said that he even left reviews about it as well, where he commented, quote, "Thanks for the plug." He also said he enjoys him a lot and is looking forward to his match. In fact, he was eager to find out what would happen. Paddy was sponsored by some companies and was told to advertise their products. Paul said he's developing a brand with his partners, just like KSI did, while adding that he loves the product. And even though King is pretty different from Prime, both Prime and King are different hydration companies, he was still pretty concerned about the fact that their branding looked pretty similar to each other. Anyway, he further talked about the Scouse, saying that the guy looked like a effing esser. And according to Logan, their attorney, who mind you is one of the best in the world, sent them a letter demanding that they stop producing the product, which looked like a ripoff. And guess what? It's no longer available in the market now. Moving on, Jake will join the WWE. The next match will be Logan's 3rd match in the organization, and although he's been outspoken about his brother's future, the most interesting thing is that Jake will probably join the WWE. Jake stated in an interview that the feature was kind of inevitable. He said that even though he couldn't speak objectively about it, he found whatever they were doing really interesting. He said even though he likes to keep his 2 lives apart, his role as a customer and an entertainer, he can't help but get fascinated by the idea of 2 brothers completely dominating the ring, because both of them are part of 2 tremendously fascinating sports, wrestling and boxing. Lastly, talking about the interesting take, according to the older Paul, as Jake could take on the Bloodline, KSI would be a great addition to their hypothetical team as well. According to Logan, Jake has a cannon on his arm, and we kinda have been seeing it. Man does pack a punch, and he's sure if he'll need anything else, he's got good right hand with him. According to Logan, he and his little brother, with business partner KSI, are gonna be something amazing. So if they do come together, there are going to be conflicts among them, especially because Jake and KSI have their own drama going on. Anyway, that's a wrap for this video. Who do you think Logan's gonna fight next? Let us know in the comments below. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to our channel for more videos like this. Having said that, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.